The stuff that we watched and listened to as children. No wonder we're all messed up as adults. No wonder we all need therapy.
Oh my God, what is that?
Hello, everyone. My name is Hannah.
And I'm Carolyn.
And welcome back to Close Knit with
Carolyn
and Hannah.
Yay.
We're
and
on
17.
17.
That's one of my numbers. Well, it was one of my dad's numbers, but 11 and 17 are two of my favorite. What's your favorite number?
64.
Oh, have you told me that before?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
Yeah. 64 because that's the number of Minecraft blocks you can have in a stack. 64.
Really?
64-bit is like another computer term as well. Yeah.
Huh. That's
64.
interesting.
Yeah. I don't know.
Well, you have exciting news to talk about this week. Well, I mean,
yeah, I
kind of.
guess.
I mean, we're just kind of getting right into it. We took another week off.
Yeah.
Because this one, you have a really good social life.
Yeah.
So you're, and as you
Busy.
should. When I was your age, I think I had a baby. I can't even remember. 25. Yeah. I think I got married no, maybe I didn't have a baby yet, but I think I was married.
That's crazy.
Isn't that weird?
That's crazy. I can't imagine being married right now. No offense if you are and you're my age.
But
that's
it's
totally
different.
cool.
It's
I wish I
different.
could.
It's different now. Like that 25, you're a baby.
Yeah, I feel like I'm 16 still.
Yeah. Man, that's crazy.
Yeah, when this comes out, it's going to be my birthday this week. So
That's right.
And I'll be 25.
You're almost 25.
Yeah.
Very close to you're 20. I can't believe that. 25 and Miles turned 32.
Yeah.
Would it be?
I think, yeah.
That just seems crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like we've been talking a lot about that at the store with customers about time and how it just doesn't seem right. Like, where's the time going?
Yeah.
It just is really speeding
I
up.
feel like ever since 2020, things have just been happening in the blink of an eye.
Yeah, totally. Like, literally.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we're getting ready to carve our pumpkins. I swear.
Thank God. You can tell I've got my first fall sweater on. I'm so ready.
I'm ready too. I am ready. I'm ready to be done with this heat. And hopefully when this comes out on Monday, we're filming this on, what day is it?
Friday, I think. Yeah.
Friday night. Yeah. Hopefully it's cooler. Cause I don't like people are out having fun, Benton County Fair.
It's too hot for me to function.
I get like cranky when I'm like all sweaty and
oh yeah, it's like a rule between me and my boyfriend. Like I don't text him during the day because I know he's working outside in the heat and I know he's not going to be in a good mood. So I'm like, I'll text him in the morning and I'll text him at night when he's in air conditioning because I'd be the same way.
Yeah, I don't know. Some people can handle heat better than others. I don't know. For me, it would have to be something really, really awesome. I guess when I was younger, I handled heat better, but I don't know. It's that dew point. And you know, Minnesota is not even that hot compared to the rest of the country.
Yeah. It's like a different type of heat, I'd say. Just like when I went to California, it was a different type of cold.
Yeah. Oh, like, was it like wet?
Yeah, I went.
Damp?
Yeah. It was like a ocean cold.
Yeah.
You know, like when you go to the lake during the summer and it's like 60 degrees outside, but it's freezing.
Yeah.
It's like that times 10 with the ocean. So everybody that like is like, oh, it gets cold in California, I have to wear my jacket. When it's 60 degrees out, I have to wear my winter coat.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah, I follow this guy on TikTok and he's in San Francisco and he'll literally have on a hoodie, sweatshirt, and a Carhartt jacket.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's like damp and foggy and cold. And I'll be like, that many layers? Because for us, that would be like probably 30 degrees.
Yeah. Once it hits like 35, I'm pulling out my shorts. Like,
it's crazy, though.
Yeah. It's different.
I'm excited for fall. Definitely the fall. I mean, we're starting to get those clothes in the store.
Yeah.
Sweatshirts and jackets. And I just have so many cute jackets. Like, they need to get worn.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I know. I got to pull out all of my fall stuff from my closet. It feels like shopping.
Yeah, because you put all that stuff away. I mean, it wasn't even that long ago.
Right.
It was literally like, what, May? Were we still cold? I can't even remember.
Yeah.
May feels like months and months and months ago. What were we doing in May? What was the events? Wasn't May like busy, or was that June?
June was, I think.
Wasn't there something happening in May? Well, Mother's Day.
Usually May is really busy.
Yeah. I can't even remember
June this
what was
year.
going on in May. Isn't that something, man? Anyway, I don't think we were going to talk about time. I guess we just start talking. But we have a subject. You actually thought about this.
I did.
Yeah.
One day I was listening to all of the old music that I used to listen to when I was like a kind of like a preteen, when Miles was a teenager and I was a pre-teenager, and we listened to a lot of like System of the Down and all those kind of like emo early 2000s rock songs. I was listening to all that music and I was like, you know what? It would be a good podcast episode if we talked about the things that remind us of our childhoods.
And again, they're going to be really different things.
Yeah.
Like from when I was a child would have been in the 70s. Because by early 80s, then I was going into, I don't know, 7th and 8th and 9th grade.
Yeah.
But younger, we're talking about maybe like 10, 11.
Yeah.
And younger.
I'd say from like 10 to 15 is when all of the stuff that I have, maybe like 7 to 15.
Okay. Well, first I want to ask you this.
Yeah.
And I guess I should save it for your episode. But what was your favorite year from 10 and under?
From 10 and under, I don't remember.
No.
If I'm being honest. I don't remember by years. I just have like memories.
By class? Do you remember by like classes?
I don't even remember a whole lot of like school when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah, I don't remember very much.
Except for what grade were you in when you got sick on Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
And your teacher brought you all the Valentines.
I think that was like 2nd grade.
2nd or 3rd? No, it was.
Or maybe it was 3rd.
No, it was 1st.
Oh.
It was 1st because your 2nd grade is when you met. Wasn't that when you met Margaret?
Yeah, my friend.
Yeah. I was just curious to like when you were younger. So like that 10 and under, I was wondering what age. I mean, I know what age I loved like picking out outfits for you.
Yeah.
I lived at Gymboree. Probably 4 and 5.
Okay.
You had all the good stuff.
Yeah, I remember like Christmases from that time. I remember like any summer trips that we went on, but I don't really remember a whole lot of just like day to day.
Yeah.
From those early ages.
Yeah, I don't remember. I remember moments.
Yeah.
What are some of the things then on your list that you remember from your childhood?
This is a big one. This is like peak childhood, I would say. Guitar Hero.
Oh, yeah. Remember Guitar Hero? We'd play that down in the baseball. I never played it because I couldn't do it. So I'd just give up right away.
Yeah.
But that was cool. We'd be down in the basement. Explain that for somebody who doesn't know what Guitar Hero was.
Guitar Hero was a video game where it was kind of like those musical like beat games that they have on like the iPod now.
Yeah.
Like,
what about Wii?
It was on the Wii.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on the Wii. And you had a like little plastic guitar.
Yep.
And it had like different colored buttons that you would press, and then you would have to strum and hit the buttons at the same time.
Yeah, I remember that.
It was fun.
Yeah.
A lot of people still play it.
Really?
My friend is actually looking for a Guitar Hero guitar right now so that he can start playing it again.
What did we do with them?
A garage sale.
Did we get rid of all of them?
Yeah, because we didn't have the game or the console anymore.
Yeah.
But there's technology now where you can download the game onto your computer.
Okay.
If you have the guitar, you can attach it.
Oh, cool.
Like an updated version of the guitar.
Somebody thought of that. Yeah, Guitar Hero was a big deal.
Yeah, that's all I played with my brother.
Yeah, you and Miles played that a lot.
And all of the songs from
It was
Guitar
cool.
Hero.
You could pretend you were like a rock star.
Yeah. And then we got DJ Hero when I won fantasy football. The 1 year that I played fantasy football, I won.
You won?
I won $100. Yeah. And my brother was like, I helped you make the team, so we have to split it. And I was like, I want to get a Game Boy game. And he was like, no, I want to get DJ Hero. So we bought DJ Hero, and it wasn't even as fun.
That is so Miles, too.
Right? Basically, it was like a little DJ deck, and you had like the recorder, and the buttons were on the little turntable
I
thing.
do remember that thing.
Yeah. And so you'd have to like spin it and hit the buttons at the same time. It was so complicated.
Was that from Toys R Us or something?
Something like that. Target, maybe.
Oh my God.
I don't know.
That is so
I was
weird.
so upset though. It was a waste of $100.
Oh.
We thought it was going to be like the pop version of Guitar Hero, but it was just weird songs.
Should have just taken
difficult.
It back. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah. It's fine though.
Yeah. I do remember you guys playing with those kind of things.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. That's good memory. I don't even know where to start with mine. Geez. I mean, there's so many things growing up on the farm. For me in particular, smells. I'm triggered by smells. And if I smell like wood burning, there was a wood burning stove in the house. And I can specifically remember it was dusk, or it was like 5 p.m. and it must have been wintertime, but there wasn't a lot of snow on the ground. And I can remember the smell of the wood burning snow coming out of the chimney, the smoke. And I was in front of the barn. There was like, when the boys would throw out the water, it would make like a little ice skating pond. And this whole memory comes back to me just from the smell of the wood burning stove. So I can remember I was out, it was around supper time. I was outside skating in front of the pond. I think I've told you this story before. And it was so pretty at the farm. And I remember the sky, it wasn't like totally dark. I was out there skating myself. And I'll never forget, my mom said, come inside. We want to tell you something. And that is when, so I must have been 5th grade, because I think that's when she came. So then they said, okay, there's a gal coming from Korea, and she's we want her to be friends with you and Lisa. We want you guys to befriend her. Her name was Anna.
Yeah.
I don't know if Anna watches this or not. And it was just amazing. And she didn't speak that much English. And we were going to get to meet her at school on that Monday. And I'll never forget that. So every time I smell like a wood burning stove, I'm brought right back to that moment.
Yeah.
And it was so cool for her to come. And that's when our friendship, me, Lisa, and Anna, that's when our friendship began in 5th grade.
Cool.
Yeah. That was really.
And I can like smell that smell right now.
God, and
it's such a good smell. Someone put that in a candle.
Someone did once.
Really?
Because yes, I can't remember where I was, and I smelled it, and I was telling someone in the store, "Oh my gosh, this reminds me of the time I was skating in the wood burning stove," and they couldn't believe it because I said, "Oh, this reminds me of the farm." Yeah, they're like, "It smells like manure, cow manure." I'm like, "No, it's the wood burning stove." So yeah, people have captured that smell.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
we'll have to find one.
Yeah, so for me, that particular smell from the chimney and the old farmhouse.
Yeah.
And there's a ton of other memories that go along with that, but that particular memory sticks out in my mind.
Cool.
What's another one that you have besides your American Girl dolls that we pulled out?
Right. I have a smell.
You do?
I do. I do. Do you remember the smell of Lincoln Logs?
Yeah.
Yeah. That reminds me of my childhood.
Yeah. Remember Lincoln Logs?
Yeah.
We still have them.
Yeah. We have a big tub of Lincoln Logs, which were like these wooden kind of like Legos, but you don't put them together. You just link them together to build like houses.
Yeah.
And it smelled like it had such a pungent like wood smell.
And then they were like dark brown. So I don't know if it was stained wood or what it was. Oh yeah, Lincoln Logs.
Yeah. That reminds me of my childhood and building little cabins.
Yeah.
And you had different sizes so you could like build little windows and doors in it.
Yep. That's true. Or like for me, the smell of Barbie dolls now because it smells like, I mean, I don't know if I've told this story to all of you. I've told you this story 100 times. When I was very little, I had a doll and she had a big crack in her face. And I named her Gilman Judy. Gilman Judy, because my mom and dad had a friend. Her name was Judy, and she lived close to the Gilman church. And I must have just, that big church it was like a beautiful big church in this small little town. Mm-hmm. And so my doll's name was Gilman Judy. And I mean, this gets sad. Like one Christmas, like they threw Gilman Judy out on the rock pile. Yeah. Like that's like really traumatic. Yeah. Like knowing that my doll was down on the rock pile, right? But then for Christmas, I got a brand new doll. And I'll never forget that smell. Yeah. It's like if you're not going to go in the store and sniff dolls, but it's like this, it's not plastic. Yeah. It's something else.
Yeah. That's how I'd describe it too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like plastic mixed with baby powder.
Yeah. Yeah. Like a baby doll. And I was so happy to have my new doll that year for Christmas. I mean, I did think about Gilman Judy on the rock pile. So way down on that rock pile still. Yeah. Can you imagine that doll probably has like plants and weeds growing out of its face? That would be really cool to find Gilman Judy.
Well, you always told me that story when I was a kid.
And it
always scared me. Because you made it sound like it was Annabelle or something.
Yeah, you never like those scary, those antique dolls.
I think that's why.
And still, when we go to like Savers, like I'm always like, look at the dolls because they're like scary. Yeah. The dolls that were from like the 20s and like before that,
scary.
Their faces were really scary. Yeah.
Because you were always like, I had a doll named Gilman Judy. She had a crack in her face.
I didn't say it like that. No, she just was
like when
she
I
was older. I'd had her for a long time. Yeah. And my parents wanted to get me a new doll. And so they're like, oh, throw her out on the rock pile. That's what you did. But wouldn't that be something? We used to go ice skate. There was a pond down by the rock pile. Okay. Well, it was the pit. Mm-hmm. And the cows would go down there and drink. Okay. The cows would line up in a line and they would walk. I don't know why I'm telling this story, but this is really weird that was normal. Yeah. The cows they'd get out of the barn. They'd be all done with their duties and, everything. Mm-hmm. And then they would go let them out to go graze. Mm-hmm. Graze. Is that what that is? Yeah. Like eat the grass. Yep. And they would all line up at 60 some cows. And they would all line up and they'd all walk down to the pit and they would drink. It was like the watering hole in Lion King. Yeah. And they drink water and then so crazy. To get them to come back, my mom or my dad or somebody would just yell, "Come, boss." Oh yeah. And all the cows would line back up and they'd come back into the barn and they'd walk into their stalls.
Yeah. Cows are really smart.
How?
So are pigs. Pigs are really smart too.
They are. We had a couple pigs. I don't understand. When I was growing up on the farm, those things were so normal and boring that I didn't think anything of it. Now I'm like, how did those cows, and who got to be the first one?
Yeah.
Like who picked the cows who got to be the first one? I suppose from who got let out first.
Yeah.
And then they were probably last.
Yeah.
On the way back. Isn't that,
wow.
To me, that's fascinating.
Yeah.
When I think about it.
Yeah.
And that was like all the time. That was like every day. Like, okay, let the cows out. Bring the cows back in. Weird.
That's crazy.
Things that you just take for granted, I guess, when you grow up on a farm. That was weird.
Very cool.
Yeah. Okay. Very different from Guitar Hero. And yeah.
Yeah, I'd say. I have 2 color combos that remind me of when I was a kid.
Really?
Yeah. I think the fashion at the time was really interesting in the early 2000s.
I feel like I'm thinking I know what it's going to be.
Okay. There's 2 and both of them have the same color. So there's pink and brown.
Oh.
And turquoise and brown.
Yes.
Those were like those 2 colors together, like pink and brown or turquoise and brown.
Was that the Justice days?
Yeah.
When we shopped at Justice?
Yeah. Early 2000s, kind of like whimsical.
Yeah, because turquoise and brown became a big thing in like bedrooms.
Yeah.
And those were the colors.
Yeah. Because my room was purple and turquoise.
Oh, yeah, it was.
Remember that?
Turquoise was really... Mm-hmm. Did you go through the zebra phase where everything was zebra?
Yeah.
Did you?
Of course. Of course.
You had a zebra bedding?
And then before that, it was pink and green. Yeah, but pink and brown and turquoise and brown. And then I feel like another color was like maroon.
Well, I was thinking like a
maroon and dark green. Dark army green.
Oh, yeah. Because I was thinking like that dark kind of magenta pink, like dark. Yeah, like maroon.
I feel like maroon because I think of like the early like Barnes and Noble aesthetic where it's like browns and maroons and greens.
Yeah. Wow.
Or like early like Starbucks aesthetic. If you remember that in the 2000s.
I don't. That's crazy. That you'd remember colors. I didn't think of colors, I guess, at all.
Oh, yeah.
Except for what I wore for my 3rd grade birthday. My Holly, what was it? Holly Hobby. Is that what her name was? Holly Hobby. Yellow outfit, matching little pantsuit. And I had big red Mary Janes. They had like a heel. I was in 3rd grade.
Yeah, I don't remember any outfit that I wore.
I remember your outfits.
Except for my torrid.
Oh.
My torrid face.
Your business.
My business casual.
That's funny.
Yep.
That's funny. You know, okay, so I've been talking a lot about this with customers this time of year, especially. Everybody's canning something, corn and all this stuff, green beans, all that. And we did a lot of that. But what I specifically remember about this time of year are those refrigerator pickles.
Yes.
That my mom used to make. Oh my gosh. We need to ask Grandma to make those.
Yeah.
And we would put them with bologna.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, on a sandwich.
On a sandwich.
Okay, I thought you just meant like alone, like a roll.
No.
I was like,
no. So Miracle Whip, we always use Miracle Whip on white bread and then a slice of bologna and those refrigerator pickles.
Yeah, that's good.
The best summer taste.
Yeah.
That's just, I remember that summer after. And then we'd go to Becker and we'd pick strawberries, which I didn't care for doing that, but we picked so many of them. And then my mom would make the strawberry jam. And that is another thing that reminds me of my childhood.
So good.
It is.
Yeah.
Just like we were talking today at work, just on saltine crackers. We were talking about that with Penny came in.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Penny. I don't think Penny watches, but just in case. Yeah. We would just take the homemade strawberry jam, put it on saltines.
Yeah.
And it was the best snack. It was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would say like those refrigerator pickles and the strawberry. We had to eat liver once. My mom made us try it. I don't think I really fully understood what it was.
Is that the weirdest thing that you've ate?
Probably. We knew, I think it was from the cow, the liver, but we didn't really know like it was like the liver, like the organ. Ew.
So then what's that meat that we always used to eat when I was a kid? It was like spreadable.
Spreadable.
Is it called like liver pate or something?
Oh, liver pate.
Is that liver too?
I don't know what that is. Well, they call it liver pate.
I have not had that in years. That reminds me of my childhood.
Your
too,
dad loved that. My mother and your dad had that in common. They both loved that. I didn't really care for the smell.
Yeah, the smell is very like metallic.
Yeah, and then if you left it in the fridge too long, it would turn green.
No way.
Yeah, remember? It would be like
I don't.
Edges of it would get green.
I
remember that. Ew, yeah.
Who came up with that?
I don't know. We should really find out what liver pate is made from. You would think it would be from liver.
Liver, probably.
Yeah, it had kind of a, like that. Like when you do that after you eat something, it's like a chalky, like.
Yeah, it was like chalky.
Like.
Like what?
Yeah, that's gross.
What? Okay, well,
look it up.
I gotta look it up.
What is liver pate? Like, probably you guys are like, well, that's dumb. You should know what that. I don't know. It was mushy and it was pink. I guess when we ate liver.
Oh, is it chicken liver?
Oh God, that's
pork, liver, lard, onion, flour, egg, salt, pepper, and spices. You let me eat that? You let me eat that when I was a kid?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a good source of iron.
Ooh.
It tasted like iron.
It was, yeah.
It tasted like metal. It looked like vomit.
Yeah. I didn't care for that.
The color was off-putting.
Yeah.
Why is it like gray?
It should be pink. But when it got old, it would turn like a grayish green. Yeah, gross. Yeah, I can totally see why you would remember that.
My childhood tastes like
liver
pate. Wow, what kind of trauma did you go through?
Well, mine was liver, and the liver was fried liver and onions.
Oh.
And it was black. The meat was black. No. Like when you fried it, my mom it was just a slab. No. It was like skinny too. It smelled horrible, and I can remember they wanted us to just try a little piece, just try it. And I ate so many mashed potatoes with it, so I couldn't taste it. It was awful. Like I tried it once and never again.
Yeah, you know what?
Gross.
I don't think I ever could, but at the same time, I eat chicken McNuggets all the time, and what's in those? No idea.
Yeah,
what's in a hot dog?
Hot dogs, man, are the worst.
I don't want to
know what's in a hot dog.
I don't want to know.
I mean,
you know what's good though that I'm really excited for? It's coming up this month. Having a brat at the Minnesota State Fair. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Last year I hit the brat stand twice.
Wow.
Twice in one time. I had two.
Their brats are that
and good.
On a stick or
no, just like in a bun.
Oh.
Yeah. And then they're like classic German brats.
Yeah.
Bratwurst. They're like so good. Wow. I forgot there's never a line, so you don't have to wait for it.
Really?
Yeah, it's just this little stand. I forgot the name of it. But it's some of the best bratwurst I've ever had in my life. Both me and Alan get our own, and we both got them twice.
Wow.
They're so good.
Yeah, last year at the State Fair, you tried a lot of stuff.
A lot of food.
Wow.
Cheese curd tacos. Those were really good.
Oh, my gosh.
I didn't try the pickle pizza because the line was like an hour and a half just to get it.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what? I'll take some of those refrigerator pickles and put it on a frozen cheese pizza and see how it tastes.
Right. Yeah.
But
yeah, there are some good things at the State Fair.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah. So food.
Okay. Anyways. Yeah. Geez.
The food. Yeah.
Is it my turn or?
I don't even know. Go ahead. Talk about what it is.
This is very specific, but A&W.
The one that was in Sartell?
Yep, A&W,
Really?
the restaurant.
We used to have an A&W.
A&W during thunderstorms.
Oh, I
Only
don't
during
remember that.
thunderstorms.
Was I with?
No.
No, I didn't think so. Because was I working? Is that when I started working?
No, because it happened throughout my childhood. Whenever the power would go out at our house, trip to A&W for
Really?
supper. Mm-hmm. Me and Dad and Miles.
Oh.
I don't know if you ever went along.
I don't, because I don't remember that.
We would, I know me and Dad for sure would go because we would get in his truck and his like rusty old truck, and we'd make a trip to A&W and get burgers and fries and root beer.
Oh God, they had good.
Oh, the root beer.
The fries were good though.
Yeah, the fries were really good.
Yeah, they knew how to deep fry those fries.
Yeah.
They were
He'd
good.
get like the Big Papa burger,
Yeah.
I think is what it was
Yeah,
called.
the Big Papa.
And I'd get the little one.
Little Bear.
And then
Little.
and then we'd drive around Sartell and look at the damage.
Oh, yeah.
All the trees down.
Yeah,
and see
I
if
wouldn't
people
have been
needed
along.
help.
I was probably, what would I have been doing? Freaking out that the power was out. Or
Yeah, I think so.
something. I was probably down in the basement.
I think you were probably down in the basement
in
still.
the bathtub.
Yeah.
Waiting for the storm to go over.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. That, speaking of storms, that's on my list.
Oh, is it?
My childhood, obviously,
Yeah.
growing up on the farm, it's all the storms.
Mm.
It's the going down in the scary basement, which wasn't a basement, it was a cellar. The big spiders that were this big, like
No.
literally.
No.
The spiders from the barn were much bigger. My
No.
sister Anita, her favorite thing, those dang spiders in the barn. Yeah,
I
that
can't
kind of
handle
stuff.
spiders.
You know what though? After the storms, I can specifically remember this. Again, everybody else paired up and I played by myself. So it was all alone, make believe, wah. I can remember after the storm, I would go play in the mud puddles
Yeah.
and I would take like a piece of cardboard or something and I would make mud pies.
Oh.
And they look like those chocolate drop cookies my mom used to make.
Oh.
They were
sure.
does anybody know what chocolate drop cookies are? They were like a little bit, maybe like a brownie mixture cake. And then you just dropped the scoop of them and they baked
Yeah.
and then you frosted them. I would make all these mud pies and they were out of mud. I'd sit and play in
It's
the
fun.
mud. Like I did that. I got dirty. Can you believe that? I was really little, but I specifically remember because I can remember the rainbow coming out.
Yeah.
And the sun would start shining and I'd go out and I'd play in all the mud puddles and I'd for a long time I'd make mud pies.
That's fun.
So I'd pretend I was like a baker or something.
Yeah.
The farm, the thing about growing up on the farm is your imagination is just massive.
Mm-hmm.
You do so many different things and you create in your mind and you dream and you think of things. Like I was just telling customer this, I can remember making tents out of blankets, right? We tie a rope from two trees and then we use clothespins and then we'd have the two blankets and we'd lay in there and the breeze would be coming through, or we would just lay on a blanket and look at the clouds.
Yeah.
Like we did things like that.
Mm-hmm.
We were so healthy. I ate from the garden. Like I ate vegetables from the garden. And I look at all the grounding we did, because now you're supposed to ground. It's very proven scientifically that grounding, meaning walk with bare feet in the grass or whatever. Bare feet in the grass, we were the gravel, everything. We were barefoot all the time.
Yeah.
So we were getting all that. It's like electrical, like energy and stuff coming up from the core of the planet, coming up through you.
Mm-hmm.
We were so healthy when we were on the farm. The things we did, just with just nature. I mean, we were just bored because we didn't have like a lot of toys and things to do, and we didn't sit in the house all day. Right. No video games, no TV shows to watch because there were only like 3 or 4 channels.
Right. No TikTok.
Nothing.
Yeah.
You would have loved growing up on the farm.
I would have.
Feeding the baby calves their bottles of milk. You You would have been all over that.
Yeah.
You would have absolutely loved it.
Yeah, I think so.
But we used to play cow in the barn. Do you remember that?
Yeah. I remember you telling me that.
We would
That's kind of weird.
when the
That's a little weird.
It is a little bit. But we, again, imagination, we were cows. It was almost like it was our stage. And we were acting, right? We were actors, which we did that too. My sisters will remember this, and my aunt Brendy, we would, on the back porch, we would act out from the Carol Burnett show, Eunice and Ed, and we were all the characters, and we would act that out.
God,
We'd have
that sounds
plays.
like Little Women.
Yes,
that is so Little Women.
Yes, that except Timothy Chalamet.
Where's your Timothy Chalamet?
Dang it! But yes, we did that. We totally. But the cow thing is, we would when the cows were out, we would hook ourselves with their chains up to our collar, and like I can remember eating the calf pellets.
No,
I ate the pellets that you'd feed the calves. I do remember that. I do. But then remember, I would lick the dust off the car.
Yeah.
My mom thinks that I was a mineral deficient.
I think so. I think so.
Because it tasted good. Like the dirt from the dirt road, the gravel dirt roads, the taillights would be all full of dust. And I would like lick my finger and I'd go like that and I'd lick the dust. And it tasted good.
Okay, so now officially the weirdest thing that you've ate is actually a calf pellet. Or dust. Yeah.
Yeah, we tried calf pellet. I mean, people have mistakenly eaten cat food and dog food.
Yeah.
It's the same kind of thing.
Yeah.
And this is why I don't drink beer. Because we had at harvest time the great big silage pile out back by the silo smells exactly like beer to me. Oh. And I can't handle that smell of beer because it's the silage pile. Because of what's in silage, the barley or whatever you make beer out of.
Yep.
So that smell brings me right back to the silage pile. Isn't it weird? Like the way I grew up was so simple and I didn't care for it at the time. Now I look back and think of how fascinating it was. Yeah. You would have loved it.
Yeah, I would have.
The animals and brushing the cows for like the fair, Benton County Fair time. My brothers would show the calves and stuff. You would have loved, you'd wash them. You'd put baby powder because they were Holstein. So they were black and white. I can remember they would shake white baby powder on the white spots to make them whiter. But you'd wash them with soap. And I wonder if the cows like that. You would think. They would have liked probably having their back scratched because the flies just stuck on them all the time. Oh, yeah.
I wouldn't have liked that.
Yeah. But those were some fun memories, I think, for me on the farm. I guess, because we didn't really go places. Do you have anything else?
I mean, there's a bunch that I didn't hit on here.
What else do you have? Rattle them off.
Those fairy books.
Oh,
do you remember?
And now I love
all the different colors of the rainbow.
Yes,
and those fairy books.
That was a good series of books. What age would you suggest that series of book to? If someone has a daughter who's maybe in second or third grade?
Yeah, I'd say first, second, or third.
They have to still be out there.
Yeah.
There were all different kinds of fairies and stories.
I forgot. They're like a rainbow fairy.
Yeah, or the little animal ones with the puppies.
What were those?
Remember all the different puppies? There was a different one on each book.
Vaguely. I vaguely remember that.
All different puppies. Gosh, I know we have those books somewhere. I should find those.
Yeah, those are good. Magic Treehouse, though?
Yeah.
No. Hated Magic Treehouse.
How come?
Hated it. I never took in the information for Magic Treehouse books, and I always got a terrible AR score on them. I hated reading them.
AR points.
Oh my god! We made this necklace. You would get a bead for every AR test that you passed.
Yeah.
Mine was weak. I had barely any beads on my necklace. There were There were kids that had like the full necklace.
Oh yeah,
all
man.
beads.
They were hardcore readers.
They were.
Now
they were like sweats. Like I was like, calm down.
Yeah.
Like I could never.
Those
like
kids
5 beads.
Those kids that were reading those big Harry Potter books when they were in like 2nd and 3rd grade.
Like so smart, so cool. I wish I could have done that.
I know.
I do it now, but like I'm 25
I still
now.
I still can't read those books. I look at how many pages there are and I'm like, nope. And those kids did that. Yeah, I do remember that beaded necklace.
Yes, I wish I still had it.
You couldn't just cheat and put beads on it.
No, because the teachers gave it to you when you had the AR score.
Couldn't you say
back.
like, I want to add my own beads just to make it look nicer? No.
Maybe once you were done with school.
Yeah.
But then it didn't.
I guess it wasn't a fashion statement. It was more of an accomplishment.
Yeah.
It was
a
reward.
reward.
It was a motivator to get you to read more books.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you liked Junie B. Jones.
Yeah.
But that was like 1st grade.
Yeah.
I thought Junie B. Jones was a cute series.
Yeah. I like the Percy Jackson series.
Yeah.
That was really good. I'd love to reread that series.
I love children's books.
Mm-hmm.
Period. We have hundreds.
Yeah.
Every book fair from grade school, I was buying the books.
Scholastic book fair.
Remember those?
I miss those.
Remember the little erasers that were in shape of like a little hamburger and those fun little erasers. And then those little markers that smelled really good.
Yes.
Those were fun.
Yes. It was like going to like a stationery store. It was like so fun.
Yeah. Like a little Barnes and Noble.
Yeah.
This is why you have a Barnes and Noble fetish. It's because of those dang Scholastic book fairs.
Yeah.
Because now you're like obsessed with Barnes and Noble.
Because it happened during the recession. We couldn't get very many. Like I had to stick to one book and one eraser, which is totally fine. So now I have the opportunity to spend my own money.
Yeah.
At my own big Scholastic book fair, aka Barnes and Noble, aka I have the yearly membership now.
Yeah, totally. That's crazy. Yeah, that was a good memory to be in school all day. And I volunteered in the library for you from preschool or kindergarten all the way through 4th grade. I think it was 4th grade when I got my job at McKinsey's. But so I was like there in school for a couple hours or a few hours, and then we'd go to the book fair after school.
Oh, it was so fun.
Yeah. That was a good memory.
Yeah.
For sure. What about you already talked about music. Music for me would have been like the Mamas and the Papas, like we've talked about this, California Dreamin', Linda Ronstadt, like those. I hear those songs now and I'm brought right back.
Yeah.
And you know that, so I was born in 1967. I don't know when Vietnam happened. I should know that. 60s.
Yeah.
But it was that whole era of music. And that was really good. Gumby and Pokey.
Oh, yeah. Gumby.
Do you guys remember Gumby and Pokey? Okay. And then I thought of this one day when I was getting ready. Okay. Very few of you maybe are going to remember this. There was a show called Romper Room. Okay. Which sounds really bad. This is what I talk.
Romper Room.
I'm so tired. Yes, but that was the name of the show, and a lady. It was like on. It was like on channel 2, I think. Well, yeah, we didn't get cable channels. It must have been 2. It was, and it was called Romper Room, and she'd hold up the teacher would hold. I swear to God, you need to look it up.
I'm going to.
She would hold up a mirror, and she would say, "I see Hannah. I see Carol. She would say like,
oh,
yeah, she would say like names. Yes. See, she would say like, and you'd sit there in front of the TV and wait for her to say your name. Kind of like when we go up to Paul Bunyan and we would tell the guy running Paul Bunyan up in Brainerd, we'd tell him what their names were. And
yeah, that was so scary.
And then he'd see this big Paul Bunyan. Hello, Hannah. You know?
Oh my God. Wait, I'm about to watch it.
Magic mirror. Romper bumper, stomper boo. Tell me, do. Magic mirror, tell me today, did all my friends have fun at play? All my friends had fun today. I see David's having a special day today, and Olivia Joy had a special day on Sunday. I see Robin had a special day yesterday, and Dana's having a special day today. And so is Reginald and Edward John and Margaret. And I see Justin and Megan and Courtney and Rick and Mark and Rachel and Sheila and Caroline all having special
Caroline.
days.
Did she say Caroline? See, we waited for her to say our name. Isn't that crazy? And then like the electric company was on, of course, Sesame Street. But yeah, those are and then Puff and Stuff. I think it's called Puff and Stuff. Look it up. I swear to God. Look it up. I'm so sorry, you guys. The stuff that we watched and listened to as children, no wonder we're all messed up as adults. No wonder we all need therapy.
Oh my God, what is that?
Was it the,
what is
the drag? Was there a drag? I don't know if he was he a dinosaur or you'll have to put you'll have to put a picture. You'll have to put a picture of it. We watched. Yes, you got to show the picture of that because what was it? I don't know if it was a
thing.
I don't know. I just remember like those were the shows that we watched.
It's got like a firefighter hat on. Why?
I never noticed that. Yeah, see?
It looks like me when I wake up, low-key.
Yeah, those were hopefully some of you remember because I'm 57. So if you're a little bit older, a little bit younger, you might remember that. But those were the things we'd watch on like Saturday. I think they were Saturday mornings. We'd watch stuff like that. Do you see why?
That's terrifying.
Are you starting to understand why I am the way I am?
Dust off of yes.
See?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it wasn't all cute. I mean, Barney would have been the version of that thing for like miles.
Barney's a little cuter though.
And Barney was a dinosaur. They never really explained what that was. It was
just Puff and Stuff. That's what it was.
Yeah, Puff and Stuff. And then that song, Puff the Magic Dragon.
Oh, I love that song.
But we thought it was really about a dragon, and it wasn't.
What was it about?
You don't know this? I thought you would know this for sure. Puff the Magic Dragon, wasn't it about getting high?
Oh, was it?
It was like,
I sang it for like my first grade concert.
Are you serious?
Yes.
I thought it was.
We had a whole dance. Puff the Magic Dragon.
Okay, I think now we just have the giggle tired. Or the tired giggles. Oh my God.
Oh, I could cry.
Yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that was about smoking Mary Joanna.
That's just great. I thought it was about a dragon this whole time.
I'm sorry, but I feel like, because who sang that?
I don't know.
That was
me in first grade.
It was Peter, Paul, and Mary.
Oh.
I think that sang that. But I think, again, it was from that era, that 60s.
It was a great song.
Oh, God, how are we going to recover from this? This is what happens when we're together. Typically, though, this happens when we're riding in the car.
Yeah.
We're going to go somewhere and we can't stop laughing.
Very unsafe driving on the road
Because
when you
my
can't stop
eyes get
laughing.
so full of tears from laughing that I can't see the road.
Yeah.
But it's a good ab workout.
It is.
That's the only ab workout I get, really. Anyway, okay, well, I feel like we covered enough. Maybe we'll do a part 2 someday of childhood, because there's way more to cover on my end. But hopefully some of you older people, well, people my age, hopefully you remember. I know my sister Anita for sure and Colleen are watching this, just laughing their tushies off, because they remember all of this like I do.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a crazy time.
Yes. Okay, let's do favorites.
Okay, yeah, I agree.
Okay, you have some good favorites.
Yes, I do this week.
Yeah, you do.
I went to a WWE Monday Night Raw match.
Finally got to go. You've been talking about it. Yeah.
Yeah, finally got to go to one. We had pretty good seats.
You had great seats.
Yeah. I got to see classics, like CM Punk was there. Seth Rollins was there.
It's quite the production.
Yeah. Yeah, I've never been to like a live like event ever, I think.
And
like
it was on TV. They were filming it on TV live as you
like
were.
a live TV event. I've been to concerts, but I've never been to like a live sporting event or anything like that. With WWE, it's a lot of like, you know, commercial break. I kept joking to my friends, like, when can I skip the commercial?
Right.
Like, I paid premium for these seats.
Yeah.
But it was still fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rhea Ripley didn't come out. She was there, but she didn't come out.
You were bummed about that.
That made me sad, but I got a t-shirt with her face on it. So
well, there you go. Like
yeah.
my Paul Atreides.
Yeah.
Lisanne Al-Gaib.
Yeah.
Dune, another Dune reference.
There we go.
I think it's every single episode. Have we mentioned Dune?
Yep.
There you go. So, yep, you did that. Did you do something else? I'm trying to think of what else you did. Because it's been 2 weeks, right? Can't remember.
I don't remember.
I can't remember.
That was like the biggest thing, I think.
Yeah. Well, that was a big deal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was.
Getting down there and finding the parking and all that fun stuff.
It was fun though.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been listening to a lot of Charlie XCX, Brat.
Oh, that whole thing.
And Chapel Rowan.
Did you see the new TikToks out about, it's in Chicago right now.
Lollapalooza?
Yeah.
Yep.
And you saw how many people were there watching her?
Yes.
That was cool.
Yes. She has just really skyrocketed.
Yeah. She's
I
cool.
watched her before she was called Chapel Rowan.
Yeah, you've been talking about her for a while.
Yeah, she went by her actual name back in 2015.
Imagine that.
I remember I really liked listening to Troye Sivan, and Troye Sivan said he really liked one of her songs, and then I listened to her, and then she stopped for a while.
How old do you think she is?
Maybe like a year or two older than me.
Oh,
maybe.
really? She's that young?
I want to say, yeah. She's young.
Yeah.
She might be younger than me.
Yeah.
I don't know, but she's so cool.
Yeah.
I love her.
That's cool.
I love the apple dance that's on TikTok.
I have not.
I think the apples are right to the core. From all the things that come from all the apples forming before.
What is that from Puff and stuff?
No.
That's
symmetrical lines. I want.
Is that like a dance?
Scary. It makes you just want to drive.
Really?
Yes. It's Charlie XCX Apple.
I'm not on that side of TikTok, so I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's a great song.
Oh, cute.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I'm just getting ready for fall.
Yeah, that one day when you asked me where's all the fall stuff.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, I'm not going out in the garage and trying to find all that. That's
Yeah.
buried somewhere in the Christmas stuff.
Gotta find it.
But I did get you a ghost blanket.
Yes.
Really cute ghost blanket from Sam's.
Mm-hmm.
They have some cute fall things out.
One more thing.
What?
I've been going on like a little no added sugar
you've
diet.
Been doing good too.
For like 2 weeks. Yeah.
And you said you've noticed some changes.
Yeah. I used to have really bad food cravings.
Yeah.
Like needed a sweet treat after every single meal.
Yep.
I don't think about it anymore.
That's awesome.
I don't have food cravings anymore. For me, that's like the biggest thing. It feels like my brain is finally silent.
And then you had a little bit of sugar and you felt sick.
I did. Yeah, I got a little bit like tired. It's amazing how tired you get from sugar.
And that's probably why I always feel groggy and tired, because I eat too much sugar. Totally.
Causes like a lot of brain fog for me, I realized. Like my brain has been more open. So I've been thinking about a lot of stuff recently. Like I remember one night I had so much energy, I had to like look up astrophysics lectures.
Oh gosh, please don't start this again.
I stayed up for an hour watching an MIT astrophysics lecture.
If you did that.
And it was so interesting. He described how superposition works.
And don't try to explain that to people.
I won't.
You tried to explain it to me and you just lost me like in the first sentence.
It was so cool. It's so fascinating.
Yeah.
How the world around us exists and how we don't even realize it.
Yeah, we take it all for granted.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's good. See, look at that. You cut out some sugar and you're watching.
All of a sudden I feel like Oppenheimer. Like who knew?
Well, maybe I should try it. Think of the good things it would do for me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Okay, well for me it would just be that day Presley spent with us.
Yeah.
It's amazing how you can notice the changes in her from each time that she comes here. The way she plays.
Yeah.
The way now she's starting to sing. And then I played my guitar and she played your little ukulele and we made up a song together, and she was like ad-libbing her own lines in the song, and and we found your American Girl dolls. And so we were playing with the dolls, and it's so much fun. She's just so much fun. And remember what I said to you? She's 2.5. She has no clue. Like little kids like that have no clue of all the chaos that's going on in the world.
Yeah.
All the crap with politics and the wars and the fighting and all of it. Nothing. She knows none of that. And she's almost like, you know, how dogs just want to play. They just want their humans to play with them and, you know, feed them and hug them. And dogs are like that. Like she's just so innocent. And it's so refreshing to be with a little person like that. And just to watch her. She's so smart too. And just so cute. Her little facial expressions. And I said when they were leaving and picked her up, I can't wait for a 5-year-old Presley.
Yeah.
For what she's going to say. Her thoughts. Yeah, that's going to be fun. Of course, the other thing too, the store, we celebrate our 15-year anniversary. 15 years. Mackenzie's has been there for 15 years. And the customers that come there are amazing. We see it all the time. We've talked about it. They help each other on the floor. Like they're complete strangers and they're helping each other.
Yeah.
And then the conversations that are formed, someone can be way back in the corner and they'll hear something and they'll be like, oh yeah, like I know what that is. You know, it's such a great gathering place. So that's very exciting. That was very special too.
Yeah.
So yeah, again, for me, it's people. Every single.
Yeah, it is.
I need to start having some experiences. Like I need to start going places.
Yeah.
Because for me, it's like, oh, it's work again. Oh, Presley came over again. I need to start doing some things. Maybe by the time we film the next one, I will have done. Well, we have a couple things coming up. I'm not going to give it away.
Quite a few things.
You got a bunch of stuff coming up here now.
Yeah.
I'm going to have a really fun thing. I'm not going to talk about it yet. I'm going to wait until it happens and then I can share the experience with everyone because it's kind of fun, a fun thing to do. But yeah, I would say those would be mine. Should we pull a card?
Yeah.
card, a message for the week. This is going to be a fun one to edit with all that giggling.
Oh my gosh.
This is what happens though. Even when we're at the store.
That's like truly.
But I mean, that probably sounded really weird. Like romper room and puffin stuff. Like, why did they call them those? And how did I remember those names?
Yeah.
Like, that's from a long time. Like, I was really little.
Yeah.
Okay, well, here I shuffled, so pick a card. Probably you'll get the same one we always get. What's the card?
Ooh.
Oh, okay.
Be savage, not average.
Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that's very like 2016 coded.
Yeah.
But I like that. Be savage, not average.
Not average. Nobody's average. Nobody is average. There's something special about everyone.
Mm-hmm.
That's the truth.
Everybody
has something special, and everyone is valuable to the world. If you're here for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so be savage. Okay, well, that was an interesting. I mean, we're kind of tired. It's later at night on a Friday night.
Yeah.
And I worked all day. We both worked.
All day, yeah.
But this is what happens. You get the tired giggles and just, it is what it is.
Yeah.
So thank you guys for watching us again. Thank you for watching us. And a lot of people always say, oh, we watch your podcast. That's awesome. We appreciate that. Thanks for coming to the store. Yeah. I hope you all have a really great rest of this day and the week.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So as you say, if you're
listening to us on Spotify, you can watch us on YouTube. And if you're watching us on YouTube, you can listen to us on Spotify.
All right. Thanks, guys. See you later.
Bye.
Bye.